Hi, Hazel. Hope you're doing well. About that proposal with Mercer Inc., were you able to look it over? If you did, could you please let me know about any changes that you were going to make? I want to make sure that the corresponding documents are correct too.
Hey, Isabella! I'm doing fantastic! What a surprise! I didn't think you would message me here. You've got me on my personal account, but you're here to talk about work?
Yeah. Sorry that I have to do this. I tried looking for you at work, but you were nowhere to be found. The proposal is due soon, so I need a reply very quickly. It's a little urgent, so it can't wait for tomorrow. I thought that this would be the best way to get in touch with you. I was told that you always have your phone in your hand no matter what you do.
I have my phone with me at all times because you can never know when someone needs to contact me. Don't read it as me playing around on it. But I do have a lot of friends. I'm very popular, you know. My friends are messaging me all the time. I like to reply to messages as soon as I get them.
That's good, but may I ask where you are right now? There are a lot of things I want to talk to you about in regards to Mercer. If possible, I would like to see you at your office or mine at the earliest time possible.
Sorry. I guess you haven't heard, but I turned in my letter of resignation a few moments ago.
What? But it's the middle of the workday.
Middle? Not really. There's only 30 minutes left in the day. And well, I have things to do, you see. So I just decided to leave and not wait for 5:30. I already did all the work that I had to do today, so there was no point for me to stick around.
Did you let Alex know about this?
No, I didn't have to tell him because I was hired before him. He might have a high position, but I worked here longer. I don't have to abide by what he says. I follow my own rules. But what would he even have to say? My workload is done. There's nothing to complain about.
Well, that's another one of the reasons why I'm contacting you. There were some mistakes in your work that need to be fixed.
Oh, is that right? You found some mistakes? Well, it's your problem now. You worked under me for this project, so now that I'm gone, everything falls on you. I know that I have a lot of experience, and you might not see why I do the things that I do, but trust me, I know what I did. I know more about how things work. There were no mistakes on my part. You need to become more independent and stop relying on me to do your work for you. Oh, and just for your information, I'm getting married. That's why I quit today.
Whoa! Wow! This is all very sudden. You're getting married?
That's right! I'm not going to be single anymore, unlike some people I know. Oh, don't worry. That comment wasn't directed at you, by the way.
I wasn't worried, but now I kind of am.
You're not going to be single forever. You'll get your turn someday. Might take you years, though. So now you know why I am quitting. I don't have to work anymore. I'm going to be married and we'll be the happiest couple in the world.
I see. Who is the lucky guy that was able to land you?
Oh, it's someone that you know too. But I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm keeping that a secret for a little while longer. Sorry. Anyway, my future husband and I need to go look at potential venues for our ceremony. There's no way I can go back to the office today. Or ever. Do you get it now? I will tell you one thing, though. About the proposal with Mercer. Go bother someone else with it.
I want to, but I can't. You were the one that was in charge of the proposal, and you were the one that made the mistakes. Your valuations were all off. You need to take a look at the data that you used to come up with the valuations and the spreadsheets to see what went wrong. After doing that, they need you to redo the proposal and put another file together. This is your project and only you can work on it. That's why you're the only one that I can contact.
Me? Make a mistake? There's no way I would have done that.
Alex and I took a look at it together. We went over the numbers and it wasn't quite right.
But I already told you, I can't go back to the office. Like I said, I couldn't have made a mistake. Maybe you guys looked at it wrong. I've been doing this for years. My calculations are flawless. If, and this is a big if, the valuations are wrong, then there was a problem with the data that I was given. That's where the problem lies. It isn't with me.
I agree that it could be a possibility that the data was wrong. We want to look at the raw data as well. So could you please send us the files so that we can look it all over?
You can do that yourself. It should all be on my computer.
As per our company policy, due to security issues, we can't accept other people's computers.
I'm giving you the permission to go on my computer. The password is written on a sticky note. It's on my desk somewhere. You can find it very easily.
What? You wrote your password down? We were told that we shouldn't do that. They send out compliance emails once a month about it.
Listen, I was there before the whole compliance thing existed. My way of doing things and my rules supersede what they want new people to do.
I see. I get it now. I'll let Alex know what you said and we'll get on your computer. We don't have much time left.
Me too! There isn't much time until our appointment with the venue staff. If you need to bother me again about all this mess, don't text me anymore. Send an email or something and maybe I'll get back to you.
This mess, you say? It was your work. You did it. Not to mention that this is a big project with a really important company.
Not anymore. My wedding is more important to me now. Priorities change. You'll understand one day. While you're with Alex, could you tell him about the reason why I quit?
Sorry, but I have to decline. Please tell him yourself.
I'll officially tell him tomorrow. Could you at least drop hints today? I have to go now, so bye. Good luck.
Hazel, wait a minute. Isabella, can I talk to you? I need to talk to you about my upcoming nuptials. We went to the venue today and decided to book it right then and there. We even got a date and time. It'll be 4 months from now, on the second Sunday of that month. Do you think you can make it? Oh, sorry for the late reply. I was doing overtime. Your wedding? That's what, the 16th? That's right. Got it. Yeah, I'm free. I'll be sure to be there. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Thank you so much, sis. You're doing overtime again? You're doing that a lot lately. Don't make me get into it. Someone just decided to quit in the middle of a huge project. Oh, let me guess. Is it that person that you always complain about? Yeah. There were these huge glaring mistakes in her work, so now we're scrambling to make things right. All she did was play on her phone while in the office. From morning until the day was done. She would even sneak off and leave before it was time, too. She never followed any of the rules that the company set. She always claimed that her rules came first. Wow, she sounds like a big problem. Yeah, but today was the last day I had to deal with her. She's quitting because she's getting married. I just need to put up with the extra work now. Well, enough about me. Tell me about the venue. Where is it? It's actually the same place that Mom and Dad had their ceremony. Oh, that place? Isn't it super popular, though? You were able to reserve a spot there? Yeah, I guess we had luck on our side today. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. That reminds me. Sorry that I wasn't able to make it to the family dinner with your fiancé's family. It's a little weird that I won't be meeting your future wife until it's closer to the wedding. You proposed to her so soon after the two of you started dating. There was just no time. But I guess that's why they say, when you know, you know. I'm still extremely happy for you and also super excited to meet her. I hope we get along well. I've always wanted a sister. Aw, that's so great of you to say. Yeah, I know how busy you are. There really was no time at all for you to meet her. I didn't think that this would be happening this soon either. Oh, speaking of that dinner, there was a problem at work that time too, right? Yeah, and again with the same woman. She made a mistake with the dates. She wrote the wrong week down. On top of that, she didn't do anything until a few days before the proposal deadline. During the project, she would take days off and give herself long weekends to go on vacations. That's why I had to go into the office even though it was my day off for holidays. She sounds like a walking disaster. But don't worry, this won't happen on the day of your wedding. Tell me a little bit more about your bride. She's older than you, yeah? You found yourself a sugar mama, eh? Just kidding. But she's perfect for you since you're so spoiled. She'll be able to take care of you. What do you mean, spoiled? I can take care of myself, thank you very much. I'll also have you know that I'm very good at my job. You might be, but it's like you're a different person when you're at home. I'm super tired now, so I'm going to sleep soon. But let me know when you've decided when you're gathering all the relatives. I want to at least try and make it to that. You're going to be so busy preparing for the wedding now. Let me know if you need any help. Good luck! I really don't need you to worry about me. You need to find someone soon and settle down yourself too. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for thinking about me, bro.
Hey, Isabella! Just wanted to pop on here and say that it has been a pleasure working with you until now. I'm going to officially be leaving the company tomorrow. You'll be taking my position, so do try to work hard, okay? It's going to be hard to fill my shoes, though, so good luck with that.
Oh, hi, Hazel. I guess you really are getting married. I can't believe that you're leaving so soon.
That's because I was smart. I've used all my paid vacations and leaving earlier than what my contract says. There's so much that I need to do. My fiancé and I have to find a new house and start building our love nest. Moving is going to keep me busy for a while. Oh, and my wedding too! We still need to plan that and iron out the details. I know that there is still work to be done at the office, but I'm passing all that to you now, Isabella.
I've been shadowing you for some time now, and I've seen how things are done. I'm glad I did that. And I'm not going into the position without any knowledge.
Yeah, whatever. About my wedding, though. You'll be attending, right?
I'm sorry, what? You're inviting me? To your wedding?
Yes, it's here. 4 months from now, on the second Sunday of the month.
There? But that's...
You know about this place, don't you, Isabella? It's very famous and very popular. We heard that it would be hard to book, but miraculously they had an opening for us. It was so perfect.
Wait a second while I get this straight. You're getting married 4 months from now on the second Sunday. At that venue. The one in the picture that you just sent. There's got to be some mistake.
Why would you say that? What's gotten into you?
That was where my parents had their wedding ceremony. I also know someone else that will be having their ceremony there too. 4 months from now, on the second Sunday of the month.
Oh yes, that's right. You also dealt with the people from Mercer, right? Do you remember a Mr. Dolan there? You've probably met him before.
He was the person that was in charge of the project on Mercer's side, but he left that position. For some reason, he was taken off the project. I think I only met him once before the new project leader took over. But yes, I am aware of all the past project leaders that our company worked with.
Well, that Mr. Dolan. His name is Tom, by the way. He's my fiancé.
Wait, the project leader change happened half a year ago, right?
Yes, I met him when he came over to our company for a business meeting. I was sitting in on that meeting too.
Well, yes, you were part of that project too.
Yeah, it was the first time that Tom came over to our company. I was sent to get him and guide him to the meeting room. Well, I guess you could say it was love at first sight on his part, because from the moment he laid eyes on me, he couldn't take them off of me. It took some time for everyone to get to that meeting room, so the two of us were alone in there and we started chatting. Before I knew it, sparks were flying between us.
Is that right? You mean you and Mr. Dolan?
Why, yes. Who else? From then on, we went on a few road dates. Then he asked me to marry him, and, well, the rest is history. You might think that dating for half a year is a really short time, but when you meet your soulmate, you just know that you were destined to be together.
Destined?
Well, that is our history, so I want to invite you to our wedding. I would love it so much if you were to celebrate my big day.
Are you really going to marry Tom Dolan?
What a silly question! Oh, I get it now! Did you have a crush on him? I can totally understand why, though. He is so handsome and so good-looking. I should probably apologize then. He chose to marry me. He just has really good taste in women. But don't give up hope, okay? I'm sure that there's someone out there for you, Isabella.
I'm really confused about all this.
Hold on to that. Sorry, but I need to go now. I need to go to my fiancé's house. He's making me dinner from scratch. How romantic! He was worried that I wasn't eating well these days because we are so busy. So he planned the menu and everything himself. Okay, I really have to go now. I'll see you at the wedding. Bye! Isabella! It's been such a long time. It's my wedding tomorrow. You are coming, right? I didn't see your RSVP. Anyway, I think I'm starting to get cold feet. Can you listen to what I have to say?
Hello, Hazel. Yes, it has been a while since we last spoke to each other. Is something the matter? Did something happen?
I might as well tell you the truth. I caught my fiancé cheating on me with someone else. I thought that he was serious about me and that he could only love me. But I caught him sneaking some simp of a girl over to our house. I've seen him go out with her too. This is definitely cheating, isn't it? Actually, I guess I'd be fine with it if he kept me as his main girl.
I hate to tell you this, but that woman is his real fiancé. This is hard for me to say, but I need to tell you something. My brother's name is Tom Dolan.
What? Your brother? Hold on. This is too much information to get all at once. You have an older brother and his name is Tom Dolan? The same Tom Dolan that I know? And you're also saying that he has a fiancé? A person that isn't me? And that he isn't cheating on me with her, but he is cheating on her with me?
Well, you're partially right at least. My brother will be getting married tomorrow to his fiancé. He said that he never intended to marry you or even go out with you.
What? But we were a couple. We did go out together. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that he is your brother.
Really? Surely you must have realized that we have the same last name. I don't see how you couldn't have come to that conclusion by yourself. That's why Tom was taken off the project on Mercer's end. I didn't think that it would be a good idea for my brother to be involved in a project that I was also on. Sounded like it would be conflict of interest, so he decided to give the position of project leader to someone else.
Dolan is quite a common last name in our company. I know at least 5 other Dolans. I don't pay attention to last names. That would be too hard to remember. People with the same last names work together all the time. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I thought that it would be confusing to have a Dolan on each side, so that was why Tom left the project.
Oh, so that was what you thought. Well, it was an assumption on your part.
It never, not even once, crossed my mind that the two of you could be family.
Well, we are. We've been told ever since we were young that we don't look anything alike. I guess I took after our mother and he took after our father.
You're not just pulling my leg, right? You really are his sister? Tom Dolan's. Tom is a common name too. We could be talking about a different person.
There's no mistake. He's my brother. My brother told me everything about you. He didn't spare any details when he talked about all the troubles that you have caused him.
What do you mean, trouble? What troubles? He's my fiancé. There has been no trouble.
You really need to understand that you aren't my brother's fiancé. There is another woman that claims that title. I haven't met her yet, so I don't know what she looks like. I am a little nervous about meeting her, actually. From what I heard, she's older than my brother and works full-time. I also heard that they met at work. That's all I know about her. When you and my brother said that you booked the same venue at the same time, I was a bit shocked. For a split second, I thought that you really were going to marry my brother.
But it is me! I'm the one that will be marrying your brother.
You're wrong about that.
But we went to look at that venue. We decided on it together. I went to his house many times and cooked him food many times too.
You did that all on your own. You're his stalker. He's gotten so tired of you following him around that he filed a complaint with the police.
Filed a complaint with the police?
Are you sure that you're telling the truth when you said that you're dating my brother?
We went on dates.
Where did you guys go?
He's very busy, so the only time we could was when he was getting off from work. We would go home together. Or we would meet on the way to work. That was the only time that we had to see each other.
That doesn't sound like dates. It sounds like you were following my brother.
No! We would even go to cafes and restaurants together on the way home.
Were you guys sitting at the same table?
I sat at the table behind his. He sat with his back to me, but from his back I could feel his warmth. It was so inviting.
Do you not see the problem from what you just said? Let me keep asking to make sure you see. You also know what car he drives, don't you? He goes on drives on the weekend. Even if there isn't a destination, he would just take the car out for a spin. Have you ever sat in that car with him? Has he ever let you sit in the passenger seat in the front next to him?
No, I can't say that I have.
Looks like it's getting to you. Right. So now, what did he say to you when he supposedly proposed to you? Did you get an engagement ring from him?
I bought the engagement ring myself. I was going to surprise him with it.
You did that? You bought the ring yourself? What about my brother's house? Were you ever invited in? Or did you just break in and let yourself in? That was how you were able to cook for him, right? You went in there without his permission and made dinner even though he never asked you to. You set everything up and waited for him to come home. Was that the night he proposed? Even though you were the one that put the ring on the table?
Yes, that's right. But he was so happy about it. You should have seen him. He was happy.
No, he's allergic to metals.
What? I didn't know that. He has an allergy to metals?
That's right. When he proposed to his girlfriend, he didn't buy her a ring. Instead, they opted for matching watches with leather bands. He had their names embossed in the leather. If you didn't even know about his allergy, how could you be considered his fiancé?
Well, he could have told me that. Why didn't he share that information with me?
He wouldn't need to do that if you're just someone that he does business with. It's not information that you needed to know because it wouldn't have affected work in any way. Do you see now? So tomorrow at the venue, my brother will be marrying his real fiancé. We don't want anything bad to happen on their big day, so we're asking you now, politely, to stay away from my brother tomorrow.
But I'm the bride! I'm the true bride!
That's it. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. You're not a bride. You're not my brother's bride. You are nobody's bride. Not tomorrow. You're just my brother's stalker. You're not his girlfriend. You don't mean anything to him. He doesn't want anything to do with you. So stop it. Stop going over to his house and making him food. Stop following him and then calling that your date with him. What you're doing is called stalking and harassment. It's illegal. He's already filed a complaint against you and talked to the police about it. If you even set 1 foot onto the ground of the venue tomorrow, we'll have you arrested on the spot. Do you get it now? Don't say we didn't warn you.
You mean I can't go near him anymore? You're going to destroy my relationship with Tom?
When will you understand? You never had and never will have a relationship with my brother. Just give up on him already.
But that's what you're doing. You're making me break things off with him. You're forcing us apart. Do you have any idea about all the preparations I've done just for tomorrow? I've been going to the spa every week and getting facials. All the money that I've been saving up to this point, all gone. Spent on spas and treatment to make me beautiful for my wedding day to the man of my dreams. I've already packed my things so that I can move in with him at any time in his new house.
That new house you're talking about. That's the house he's going to live in with his new wife. Not you, by the way.
If I'm not marrying him, then he has to pay. He needs to pay for all the money that I've spent on the treatments and everything else. He owes me a lot of money.
Go ahead, try and bill him. But first, you need to prove that you were going out with him in the first place. There is already a ton of evidence against you, though, which is unfortunate for you. In reality, to prove that something didn't happen is harder to prove than something that did happen. Lucky for us, we have proof to refute your claims. We have proof of your breaking and entering as well as proof that your relationship never existed. And as an extra cherry on top, you harassed my brother's fiancé, didn't you? We have proof that you did that as well. If she really wanted to, she can sue you for harassment.
I gave up everything for him. I even gave up my job to marry him. I was willing to do anything for him.
Your days at the company were limited anyway, even if you didn't quit. Your behavior wasn't sitting well with management. The way you insisted on following your own rules reached the ears of the higher-ups. They weren't happy with your recent performance either. But we will put that aside for now. You were the one that made all this talk about marriage up in your head. It was your decision to quit. I suggest you stop acting so self-centered and walking around like you own everything. That's all the time I have, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think I'll ever contact you again. So please, don't do anything that you're going to regret later.
Isabella! Please, wait. If you are really Tom's sister, then you can fix all this. You can tell him about me and get him to like me. Tell him that I'll be okay if he cheats. Isabella, I'll be such a good sister to you.
The next day, Hazel did show up at the wedding despite us telling her exactly what would happen if she did. We had asked for a police officer to be present in case she did show up. Just as we said, she was arrested on the spot. We handed over all the evidence of stalking, breaking and entering, and harassment to the police. We had all the evidence we needed to sue her. My brother was able to get some money for all the trouble that she has caused. But the money was nothing compared to his lost sense of security. He was able to gain some of that back when the judge granted him a restraining order. As for Hazel, she went into severe debt trying to pay the compensation that she owed my brother. After all the hearings, she left town and moved back in with her parents who lived in a completely different state on the other side of the country. The last thing I heard about her was that she was looking for a job. It looks like it's finally time for her to face reality. I don't think it agrees with her.
Hey, Lisa! Guess what? My boyfriend just proposed!
Wow, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. You said yes to him, right?
Of course I did! I was so happy I just jumped into his arms as soon as he asked me. We talked about our future and we decided that I'm going to quit my job.
Wait, you're going to stop working?
Yeah, I guess so. He kept telling me that he wanted me to stay at home and look after our family in the future. He said I no longer have to work if I don't want to. My job from now on is to look cute and do all the housework.
I see. Your fiancé must be a very kind person.
He is so kind and a great person in general. On top of all that, he earns so much. He keeps saying that he will earn all of the income for our future family. He is a doctor, by the way.
A doctor? I didn't know that. He must be very smart.
I'm so sorry if it sounds like I'm boasting to you. You got married but didn't end up quitting your job, right? I'm guessing your husband doesn't earn enough money to support you.
What? That's a little personal, isn't it?
I am so lucky that I managed to pick out a man that has great income. I feel so sorry for you because you aren't able to quit your job even after getting married. It must be so depressing at work these days.
It's not depressing at all for me. I like my job, so I'm actually pretty happy every day.
It's okay. You don't have to act so strong and lie to me. Getting married and not being able to quit your job is just very unlucky. You must be deeply regretting marrying your husband.
I don't feel that way at all. Anyway, back to the original conversation. When are you planning to quit work, by the way? It's probably best to tell everyone in advance so they can prepare a replacement for you.
Oh yeah, about that. I'm going to quit today.
Today? No way!
I just sent a message to the company. I told them I'm getting married, so I'm quitting today.
Isn't that a little too sudden? That's going to cause some problems for the rest of the company.
Who cares? I'm sure Kelly will figure something out tomorrow. I'm going to use up my paid holidays starting from tomorrow.
Hold on a minute. Don't you have an important project at work right now? What are you going to do about it?
You're not getting it, Lisa. Why do you think I'm talking to you right now?
Wait, are you for real?
I guess you're starting to understand. I'm asking you to continue with my project and other tasks I had at work. Best of luck!
You can't be serious.
Everything's going to be okay. I actually haven't started on any of my projects at work, so I don't really need to explain anything to you because you'll have to start it all from scratch anyway.
That's ridiculous. I thought the deadlines for your project was coming up.
Yeah, there's only several days left for the deadline, and I haven't started it yet.
No way!
Well, I'm leaving it all to you. Don't worry, I'll make sure to pay you back for all of this. When I have my gorgeous wedding, I'll make sure to invite you to it.
Hey, Lisa. I think I can get out of work early today, so I'll make dinner. What time do you think you'll get out of work today? I'm so sorry, Tom. I think I'm going to get out pretty late today as well. Don't worry about dinner for me. I think I'll order something at work. You're doing overtime again? Aren't they overworking you recently? It's because one of my coworkers quit recently without giving us any notice. I finished all of my own projects, so I should be able to go home, but now I can't. There's just so much work that she left behind without completing. That's not your fault at all. Shouldn't they just find a replacement or something? It's all because she quit without giving us time to find a replacement for her. Our boss got really angry and called her to come back to work. Unfortunately, she's blocked all of our contacts, so we couldn't reach her. That's really terrible. Now all of the work that she left behind has been passed on to me. That's why I've been really busy recently. That's just ridiculous. Did the person that quit not think about how her actions would affect the company? She was the kind of person that only cares about herself. So anyway, I won't be able to come home anytime soon. I think that I'm going to be really busy until the end of this month. I'm really sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to do any housework until next month. Oh, don't worry about it at all. Let's support each other whenever we can. I'll be happy to do all of the housework for the rest of this month. Thank you so much. Well, best of luck with the overtime, but make sure you don't overwork yourself. None of this is your fault anyway, so don't feel too much responsibility. Thanks. I'll be careful and do my best. Well, I've got to get back to work now.
What are you doing here? I don't remember inviting you to my wedding.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, did you really think I was serious when I said I'll pay you back by inviting you to my wedding? That was just a joke, you know. I didn't send you a wedding invite, so I thought you would understand.
Wait, hold on a minute. I don't understand what you're saying. What wedding are you talking about?
You're so funny. Stop trying to pretend you don't know. I saw you walk past a little earlier.
What? No way. You're going to have your wedding here today?
What's with your reaction?
Well, it's because I really didn't know about it.
You don't have to lie to me. I bet you just came to see if you could find a guy to sleep with. I can't believe how unfaithful you are. You have a husband. I didn't think you were that kind of woman.
What did you just say?
I guess you're jealous of me because I got to quit my job. Maybe you can find a rich enough guy here today so you can quit your job too. A lot of my fiancé's friends are doctors too. Try to flirt with one of them and maybe you can have a life a little like mine.
No, it's nothing like that. You're getting everything wrong.
What do you mean? I'm not wrong at all. What other reason could there be for you to be here today?
I'm telling you that I'm not lying at all. Could you give me a minute so I can explain?
I'm still so surprised that someone would have the guts to turn up even without an invitation. I'm so sorry, Lisa, but I don't think I'm going to allow you into my wedding after all. I know how jealous you are of me, but would you be able to leave? Not everyone has the right to get married to a rich doctor. Only attractive girls like me have that privilege.
Okay. Anyway, I have something I need to do here and then I'll be going.
Did you really think that someone like you could find a new husband so easily? You should go and check yourself out in the mirror. Maybe you'll finally realize that someone like you won't be able to find a great man like mine.
You need to stop talking. All you've done is look down on me and you still haven't listened to what I have to say. What is with your attitude? I had to work overtime for over a month because you quit so suddenly.
Don't blame that on me. I quit the company, so I have nothing to do with that whatsoever. You should be blaming this on your husband. If he earned enough, then you wouldn't have to work that crappy job.
What did you just say?
Anyway, just hurry up and get out of my wedding. It's hilarious that you came even though I didn't invite you. There are no seats for you at this wedding.
I told you I am not here for your wedding.
Wait, what?
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop assuming and listen to what I have to say. I would never want to attend your wedding anyway.
Then why the hell are you here? There's no reason for you to be here then.
The only reason I'm here is because my husband asked me to come with him to a party. My husband's father is the medical director at the biggest hospital in the city. It's his 10th year anniversary as the medical director today. He's my father-in-law, so that is why I'm here today.
Wait, what? Your husband is the son of the medical director? And you're the one that got married to him? Oh, wait, what? I still don't get it. Is your husband a doctor as well?
Yes, he's a doctor. I haven't really told that many people about it, though. That's why I was really surprised when you told me that you were getting married to a doctor. I thought that maybe our husbands would know each other as well.
This can't be for real.
What a coincidence that we are here on the same day at the same place. My husband just contacted me. Sorry, Mia, I've got to get going soon. It looks like our party is at the Eastern venue. This entire place is huge. I was completely lost.
What? You're going to the Eastern venue?
Well, anyway, I've got to start heading over. It seems like your husband is really something. Pretty much all of the doctors in the area are attending the party I'm going to. Your husband must have prioritized your wedding over this huge party. I think that is so wonderful of him. He really must care about you.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Of course he did. But how come I never heard anything about this party? He never mentioned anything about it.
Really? Maybe he kept quiet about it so that you wouldn't have to worry.
This is unbelievable. If he had rejected the invite to the medical director's party, would that affect his position at the hospital in the future? For, like, promotions and his salary?
I doubt that not attending a party is going to affect that. Although I don't know anything about how a hospital operates. I'm just a doctor's wife after all. Well, I hope you have a great wedding. I'll do my best to not embarrass my husband. Thanks for the message. I was lost and went to the wrong venue. I'm on my way right now, so could you wait for me at the entrance? I'm glad you're on your way. I was surprised because I couldn't find you anywhere. I got completely lost and ended up at someone's wedding. The funny thing is that it was the wedding of the woman that quit my company a little while ago. She's getting married today at the Western venue. What? That's the person that got married to a doctor, right? Yeah, that's the one. What a coincidence, right? I guess so. But isn't it a little strange? Strange? How come? Well, my father told me that pretty much every single doctor in the area is attending the party today. I mean, there were a few people that declined due to urgent matters, but to have a wedding on the same day at the same venue after declining? That's a pretty bold thing to do. I think it's just a coincidence. Maybe today was the only day that everyone could attend their wedding? Still, I think it's so strange that they would choose the venue next to us. All his friends that are doctors are probably attending this party as well. It's kind of disrespectful to my father if he is doing this on purpose. It is? I think it's kind of sketchy. Maybe her husband isn't a doctor. Either way, I don't think you should stay in contact with people like that. I'll be waiting for you over here.
Hey, let me come to the party you're at. The party is still going on, right?
What's the matter all of a sudden? I thought you have your wedding today. Isn't the ceremony still going on?
The wedding is canceled for now. I am not going to get married to a guy like that.
What is with you? I thought that you're finally getting married to that doctor you were always boasting about.
What doctor? That guy was lying to me. I am not getting married to a liar like that. I am going to find a real doctor that I can get married to.
What is going on? He wasn't a real doctor?
He was lying to me all this time. He kept telling me that he was a doctor, but in reality, he was just unemployed. He has a medical license, but he didn't have a job at all.
Unemployed?
He graduated medical school and has worked as a doctor in the past. But he quit his job years ago, and currently he is living off his savings. All he does these days is just stay at home playing games. That liar tried to get married to me without telling me any of this.
What a terrible thing to do.
I asked him if he didn't need to attend the medical director's 10th anniversary party. He said he doesn't know anything about it. I found it kind of strange and interrogated him about it. All his lies started to crumble. He hasn't worked a single day in the past few years. That is just unbelievable. Even his parents knew about this all and didn't tell me about it.
I see. It all makes sense now. We were thinking that it was kind of strange you guys were having the wedding on the same day at the same venue.
He told me that he was planning to find a job right after we got married. But I can no longer trust him. I am definitely not going to get married to him right now.
I understand how you feel. Trust is very important in a marriage.
Exactly. That is why I'm going to marry someone else. There are a lot of doctors at the party, right? I'm sure someone would be interested in me. I'm going to head over and find a guy that is worthy of me and marry him.
I don't want you to come over here and cause trouble. We're all enjoying the party over here.
I want to enjoy my wedding too. But now I need a new guy to get married to.
Could you please calm down? Think of all the commotion you're going to cause when you barge in here with your wedding dress. All the doctors here are going to think that you're mentally ill if you start proposing to everybody.
What? You're not going to let me come over there?
If I were you, I would just go ahead with the wedding and believe in your partner. I mean, if he has a medical license, then I'm sure he won't have much trouble finding a job at a hospital.
That's so true. Why didn't I think of that? Lisa, your husband's the son of the medical director, right? I'm sure they can find a job for my husband. Please make sure he gets a good position and a great salary.
Yeah, I don't think that is gonna happen. My husband says he has no plans on helping out the woman who forced me to work overtime for a month because of her inconsiderate actions.
No way! He doesn't really mean that, right?
Unlike your husband, mine is a really kind and caring person. He's actually more angry than me about you forcing all of your work on me. He's right beside me right now, actually.
Wait, that was all a mistake. It just turned out to be a little harsh on you. I was only asking you to take my job since you're someone that I'm close with and trust.
So anyway, we won't be able to help out with finding a job for your husband. We wish him the best of luck.
That's not fair. Please wait. Let's at least stay friends, seeing as we both have a husband that is a doctor.
No, thank you. I don't really want to ever see your face again.
What? Why?
Well, I want to enjoy the party, so goodbye. If you do end up going through with the wedding, then I hope you have a great time. It seems like Mia went ahead with the wedding as her husband promised her that he would find a job as soon as possible. However, Mia's husband struggled to find a job even though he had graduated from medical school with a license. According to my husband, the reason that Mia's husband lost his job was because he caused lots of trouble at the hospital he was working at. He had a very aggressive attitude that forced lots of people to quit their jobs. On top of that, he would flirt with patients that he thought were cute and had a very bad reputation all around. Apparently, he's actually pretty famous in the medical community. Mia is getting pretty stressed out and is yelling at him every day to hurry up and find a job. From what I've heard, it sounds like it's going to be no easy task. Thanks for watching! If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.